What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we have two very interesting stories and one story that's just really sad. So let's hop into it. So Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, is going to all 30 teams and having a conversation about implementing a salary cap. At his first meeting with the Phillies today, we will just say it did not go as planned. Bryce Harper said if you want to talk about talking about Harper talking about the salary cap, then you can get the F, but the actual F word, out of our clubhouse. I can't say it, obviously, because I'm young in YouTube, but this is just insane. Bryce Harper doesn't want a salary cap, and he cursed out the commissioner, which, to be honest, is not the best person to curse out. He has all the power, and you do not want to make him mad, but I also applaud Bryce Harper at the same time for this, because he's standing up, and he's standing on business. We need more players to do this, especially if they don't want the salary cap for the other 29 teams he's meeting with. So Harper, he's still on business. And I'm on both sides of this. I agree with Harper because the salary cap, what does it do? It limits teams like the Phillies from signing Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos to this super max extensions so the other teams can be competitive. But all the other teams are just as rich as the Phillies, like the White Sox, the Rockies, the Angels, the Athletics. They just don't spend. So that would bail out the younger teams or the not as good owner teams, so that would bail them out and then everything would be equal, right? No. If you don't like it, stand up and pay your money. Like the A's, granted, it wouldn't be best of their team, but if they wanted, they could dish out $700 million to Ohtani. They had that money. They're just, John Fisher doesn't want to do it even though he's rich. So I hate it. It would bail out the billion dollar owners and just make everything fair in quotations, but in reality it would just make other teams spend more. And yeah, it makes me so mad that MLB does not need a salary cap. I'm with Bryce Harper on this. They do not need a salary cap, but at the same time, it's Rob Manfred, the literal commissioner of baseball. That is the last guy you want to make mad. It's all alleged, but apparently Harper shook hands with Rob afterwards, so I hope that's true, because I'm not a huge fan of Phillies, but no one wants their franchise to do bad. So at the end of the day, I hope they too figure it out. But that's just crazy to curse out the commissioner in a locker room with everyone else. But at the same time, I'm also with Hope on this because they don't need it. Because that would give the Rockies, the Marlins, the White Sox excuses to not spend, even though they already have some because they have this money. It makes no sense, and the MLB should not implement a salary cap. Now on to the second story that's just crazy. Emmanuel Clase, who is one of the best relievers in baseball, he's trying to sit his couch for the rest of the year until at least August 31st, possibly for the rest of the season and all of next year. It's all alleged, but allegedly he bet on games, which makes no sense to me. He makes $4.5 million this year. He has 15 career $1 million in earnings from baseball. Why are we betting on games? You already have enough money. It's going to make you lose respect with your teammates, probably. Your fans of baseball, you lost everyone's respect. You lost on your money if you didn't bet right, and it just makes no sense. And I don't know if it's from Ohtani's interpreter or what, but a lot of players have done this recently. Andrew Saalfrank of the Diamondbacks, a good lefty. Emmanuel Clase now, Luis Ortiz, Shohei's interpreter. It makes no sense. I don't know why they're doing this. They're already in the big leagues, have a good paycheck, and they decide to gamble it all literally on games that don't matter. It just makes no sense. Clase, there's a couple clips I'll throw up where he spikes the first pitch, and it's a percentage like 15.75 ball first pitch, and then the rest are not close to the zone, and the rest are like 5.75 outside. So I'm not trying to make any allegations, but that would make sense because it's 10% lower, closer to the zone when it's not the first pitch. So it makes me wonder if he's betting on himself. And I'm not trying to make allegations again, but the whole Guardians locker room needs to be tested because Emmanuel Clase now until August 31st. And Luis Ortiz. None of these guys are official, but they're in trouble for it right now. And it sucks as a Guardian, like the owner and a fan, because you're watching Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase, Emmanuel until August 31st, sit on their couch and eat Cheetos until they get paid. They're getting paid during this time to eat Cheetos and sit on their bed and watch Netflix. Like, that's unfair. I know they have to get paid to support their family and stuff, but if you have enough to gamble, I think you have enough to not get paid, where for the next month, a little more than a month for Clase. But it's just so insane to me. You lose all the respect for everyone. You lose money if you lose the bet. You'll probably get fired, not fired, but suspended. It's insane. If Clase is proven guilty, he will be the first player ever to get suspended for steroids and a betting problem. It makes no sense. I don't know why they're doing this, and it's so incredibly dumb to me. Luis Ortiz of the Guardians and Emmanuel Clase. I wonder if they were betting together. Who knows, though. So the Guardians just lost their star reliever while they're in a playoff hunt. They're only 3.5 games out of a wild card with one team to jump, which that one team is the Rays, and the Rays have not been the greatest as of late. And Emmanuel Clase is a 3.23 ERA and 47.1 innings pitched. It's not as dominant as other years. I wonder if that's because he was gambling on giving up runs. But that's still good, especially as a closer when your team's in a playoff hunt. Like 2024 was ridiculous for Clase. 0.61 ERA and 74.1 innings pitched with 47 saves. He's a 3-time All-Star and a 2-time reliever of the year. The Guardians just lost that guy while he's eating pretzels on his couch and getting paid. It makes me mad. I don't know why these players are gambling. Now on to the sad topic. Rest in peace to a legend in Ryne Sandberg, who died at 65 years old this afternoon. He was an absolute insane player. Everything he did was incredible. 2,386 hits, 282 career homers, 1,061 career RBIs, 68 career WAR, and his accomplishments are a 7-time All-Star, a Home Run Derby champion, an MVP, a 10-time All-Star, and a 9-time Gold Glove Award winner. Major League Player of the Year and a Hall of Famer. Ryne Sandberg could do it all. Defense, power, on base, RBIs, contact. Everything you wanted as a player he could do, and the baseball community lost a good one. Rest in peace to one of the second basemen of all time who died too soon at 65. That's it for today's video, though. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Rob Manfred implementing a salary cap, Bryce Harper cursing him out, the betting on baseball, and then Ryne Sandberg dying. Also, stay tuned for Thursday because I'll be live streaming the MLB trade deadline, and you'll get my reaction live to all the trades. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.